Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Noah Williams Show. My name is Noah Williams, and I am the host of the Noah Williams Show. There is no co-host today, so we're going to welcome our special guest. He is the head coach of the Youngstown Patricians. As everyone remembers, Season 2, Episode 5, we interviewed the president, John, from the Youngstown Patricians. Now we're going to interview the head coach. So let's introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Vinny Anarino. I'm the head coach of the Youngstown Patricians in the 2026 season, and I appreciate you having me on today, Noah.
Yes, of course.
And, today's a very special day. You know what today is?
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, to the grandmas. Happy Mother's Day.
Right.
And speaking of today I want to wish a happy 85th birthday to my Mimi.
Wow. God
that's my mom's side.
That's
grandma.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we just want you guys to know that you're appreciated and you guys have our heart. So thank you for all that you do. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Yes. So once we start the season, we will have our first episode of the Owl's Nest podcast that I will also be hosting.
Looking forward to
under the Youngstown Patricians team. So very excited to do this. Tell us where the first game is.
Well, so this coming Saturday, we kick off what's called the Classic, and that's going to be down in Triadelphia, West Virginia. We play a team called the Tri-State Longhorns. It's about a 2-hour drive from here. But it's the kind of the kickoff of the Tri-Point Football League, which that's what we're a part of this year. And then leading after that is, if you want to get into technicalities, is the first game of the regular season, which will be against the Canton Hurricanes, and that's away also over in Canton.
Yes, so tell us how you started head coaching and what was your first team and what was your first debut.
Yeah, so as far as head coaching goes, this is my first year as a head coach. I am originally a line coach. That's what my trade is, offense and defensive line. We got to go back when we're talking about semi-pro, we can go back about 12 years or so to a team called the Western Reserve Scourge, championship caliber team. Very well known. Had a great mentor as head coach there in Western Reserve, Mr. Bob Gessler. Learned a great deal from him. We still talk to this day, thank God. Just very excited to see what we can do this year and what we can build moving forward. I think we got something really special in the players and the coaching staff. You could just feel it, you know what I mean?
Yes, of course, you can definitely feel it, and trust me, I mean, long history. Here's my second question. Have you ever coached in high school or college or?
Yeah, so I mean, I was assistant coach for Brookfield High School. I did a little bit in my younger years helping out Brookfield.
You were all O-line, D-line coach there too?
Yeah, still did the O-line and D-line, yep. Other than that, that's about as far back as I go, So I'm still young, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Let's just looking forward to everything.
Yes, So what are your expectations for the team this year?
So my biggest thing was to build chemistry. I think that's a good foundation in finding the right people and putting them in the right places. And that, as far as the organization goes, that's the biggest thing to building a championship team. And we've come a long way. We had some returning players from the Patricians last year. We have some guys that we personally recruited on other semi-pro teams that are coming in. We've got a little bit of high school guys coming straight out of high school, mixing in and
Kind of
that.
like me.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just kind of like you and Dominic and that, and but like, it's been interesting. You know what I mean? Because to see the blending of all the different avenues of players. I mean, it's coming together, man, and we're still building that. It's going to take a little time, but it's coming together.
Looks like we got our first comment from Sarah in Reno.
It's my wife.
That's your
Shout
wife?
out to her. Happy Mother's Day.
Of course. So anyway, so let me think for a minute. just trying to, So anyway, so like we said, so great alternative if you don't make college football, that is a good option. You do travel quite a bit, to West Virginia, to Canton, to Columbus, to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we offer for all different types of, like, going back to like all different players. When you got high school, you got guys that played in college. I mean, yeah, some semi-pro teams, they get guys that were undrafted agents there in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Yeah.
like in
Like if you
D1,
did,
D2, D3 down the line. I mean,
so if you didn't make the draft,
right.
you
Right.
have another, you might have another chance.
Practice teams, guys that played on the practice teams for the NFL and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'd be like an
anything.
extra chance to build up more. You know what I mean?
Right, because and, that's what's kind of cool about coaching semi-pro is that you have different guys on different levels, and I tell guys, I say, if you want to get good at coaching, you come coach semi-pro, because everything A is on the fly, right, and then B is that you have to individualize the player and what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, and how are you going to build them individually? You know what I mean? And that's
So they
tough.
can get to the,
Yeah, yeah,
high level.
yeah.
You know what
Because
I
you think
mean?
about it,
To the highest level there possibly
yeah.
is.
If you think about it, a high school coach, he comes in and all he's got to do is kids that are on the same mentality, right?
Yeah.
But you've had in semi-pro, you just have so many different experiences and that's that blending that I was talking about.
Yes.
That's where that comes in, and then it ain't easy,
Definitely. So anyway, um so right now, we're just getting to the hang of this, just started head coaching, so this is his debut year as a head coach.
Yep, and I'm excited to get back home this year. We were able to secure Brookfield High School as
Or
our
you
home
use the
stadium.
coach as an assistant.
Yeah, it's on my alma mater too. That's where I was born and raised. And just excited to bring that home.
Yes, for sure. And long, so other than that, so what are your other away games other than Canton and
Yeah,
the showcase?
we got Canton. Then there's on the 6th we play the Warriors, Tuscarawas Warriors, and that's away.
That's south of Canton, right? That's
Yeah,
like the
it's
counties.
it's like Dover area, Sugar Creek area.
So it's like, so you got Stark County, which is where Canton is. Tucarawas County is south of that.
Yes. Yes, yeah, not too far. And then we go home for a couple weeks after that, and then I do believe we have another away game against the Ohio Bears.
That's
And
in Columbus.
yeah,
That's the
right.
last game,
Yeah. So,
but in the regular season.
yeah, right. So, and then after that, we'll get into playoffs and hopefully get the trip
And we talked
down to.
about the TPFL playoffs.
Yep.
Every team makes it.
Yep. So
Every team is in. It goes by. I think the first and second seed gets a bye week.
yeah, I believe so.
So if we were to get the first seed or second seed, we would have a bye week. And it would be the third and fourth seed would probably play the second seed, the winner of that.
Right.
And then the fifth and sixth seed would play the winner of the first seed.
Yeah. I mean, the goal for us, I think,
That would be first round, first the quarterfinals,
Yeah.
right? Would be the third and fourth seed and the fifth and sixth seed. Whoever wins those would go play in the semifinals against the 1 and 2 seed, whoever. And then whoever wins that will go to the TPFL championship game, which is played in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Yeah.
Which is the goal.
Right, which is the goal. Hopefully we
And
head
if
out
you
to the
and if
coast
you
there.
win and you end up winning that, then you have a chance then you have the qualification to play in the national.
Right. Right. Every game counts towards that, by the way.
Every game counts.
Every game matters.
Every single game matters.
Yeah. So,
Winning and you gotta win. Win, win, win.
right. We actually just got done.
The more you win, the better chance you got. I mean, the better your chances are. And, and as the Owl's Nest podcast host, I'll be traveling, with you guys to the away games and to the national championship if necessary. And where's the national championship game played at in Florida? Tampa or
I
Miami?
believe, yeah, so I believe it's right
Orlando.
around the Daytona area, maybe.
Daytona Beach?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's somewhere around there.
Oh, I know where that's at. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been there in that area. Nice
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, it is.
I think they got like 2-3 miles of car dealerships. I drove by it on the freeway down in Florida.
Yeah, did you buy one?
No.
No.
I was like,
Saw the price tags and had to go back to Ohio.
No, I just on the highway, I seen all the cars lined up in a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it stretched for like 2-3 miles. Yep.
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida's beautiful, though. Just go down to Miami there.
Especially Miami. I've been to Miami. It's the most beautiful downtown in the country. I'm thinking about moving down there.
Okay.
That'd be my life. Yep. South Florida. I mean, you can't script it any better when it comes to the weather.
Right.
Weather in January there is like in the high 60s, low 70s every day in January.
That's my type of weather right there.
That needs to be everybody's type of weather.
Every day. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with the snow. You very rarely you have freezing temperatures. Very rarely.
Mm-hmm.
Like very once in a blue moon you'll have those freezing temperatures. But everything, I mean, there's no snow in Florida. What I learned when it's freezing in Florida, there's no snow. But I learned that there's a story, and this is a true story too. The iguanas, the lizards, they die for a minute. They die for temporarily, and they freeze.
Really? And
then when the weather and they fall. Once they freeze, they fall from the trees. And then once the weather comes back, they revive.
Wow.
And they unfreeze, and then they're all over the street and everything.
So yeah, they're just temporary on hold there.
They're temporarily dead, yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
When they're frozen, and then once the weather warms up, they scatter all over the roads and stuff.
Okay.
It's crazy, and it's a true story too. I have family that live down there. It is a true story. Yep.
Yeah, it sounds accurate.
Accurate, yeah. Yeah, I got family. They live in Hernando. It's like an hour north of Tampa. County is called Citrus County. It's a nice area.
I bet you they grow oranges in that county, huh?
I think, yeah. Well, you got the county seat is Inverness.
Okay.
And that's where my Uncle Jimmy works, is the Inverness Walmart. That's the second largest Walmart in Florida, and he's one of the managers.
Another fun fact.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is the second biggest. Yeah, it's big. It is big. I've been in there before.
You get lost in there? You gotta take
No,
like
I
a
was
map.
with my
You gotta
Aunt
carry
Penny.
a map in there.
I was with my Aunt Penny, so she knew all around. She guided me through. They got like when you walk in, there's like big U.S. and Florida state flags all down.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's
That's
nice,
nice.
big. But I learned the world's largest Walmart is
Mhm.
in Albany, New York. It's actually 2 floors.
Oh, really? It's almost like a mall.
It's like a mall, and it has an escalator and a cart escalator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how big it is.
Yeah, that'd be something to go to, huh? Have you been?
Yeah.
You haven't been there though.
I
Huh?
never been to New York.
Never. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said.
I told you I never been to any New England state. I
Yeah.
never been to New York. I never been to
You
Maryland.
got traveling to do, son.
Never been to New Jersey. But I've been to Virginia. I've been to West Virginia. I've been to both Carolinas. I've been to
Texas. Yeah.
Texas. That was the farthest west I've been, was Texas, and I flew there. So if I don't see the state, then it doesn't count. I might have flew over more states, but if I haven't seen them in person with my own eyes, it don't count. I might have flew over Arkansas and those states, but if I don't see them, I don't. Yeah. But it's nice. Texas is beautiful, but in the summer, I was in there in the summer. 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside. I was outside, yeah.
You start melting.
I wasn't melting. I took it pretty well.
Did you? No sunburns? You put on sunscreen?
No.
No.
I didn't have any sunburn, yeah.
I'd burn.
Down in Fort Lauderdale, I had sun poisoning. Man, it
Not
hurt.
fun.
Oh, I couldn't. I was like waking up periodically.
Like sick.
Needing aloe.
Just screaming aloe.
Begging for aloe. And I trying to get aloe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Niles Paint LLC and Mr. Rooter Plumbing of Youngstown. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I mean, give your mom something, give your grandma something. I mean, today's my Mimi's birthday, 85 years. That's my mom's mom. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you having me on today, buddy.
Of course. Do you know anything else you want to talk about, or?
I mean, just follow up, man. Just looking for a great season. You know, we got a lot to look forward to. We learned our strengths. We've learned our weaknesses, and from at this point, as far as the patricians go, where do we go from here?
So tell me, what are some things that you are concerned about and like need to work on, like in all aspects, offensively, defensively, special teams, like what do you really need to work on? It could be the running game, the passing game.
I think as far as the game go, it's about tying some loose ends on pretty much everything. But traveling is tough, especially, because we're still a new organization. So getting
a revived organization.
Yeah, getting guys to games, that's been getting strength in numbers. That's been tough, expected, but tough.
Have you ever heard that shuttle bus company in Greenville called Anderson?
Yeah, so we do bust some of the guys in that, and that helps out a lot. We have
I know you're probably gonna take one of those. Let me call it Ohio. when you play in Columbus.
Yeah, definitely. Even for this classic game, we're still gonna do it too. But
You're
the
taking
goal is,
Anderson?
I think we
Okay.
can.
You make it to Virginia Beach,
Yeah.
take Anderson. And I think for Florida, you probably best bet fly down there, right?
Oh yeah. It's a high calling, so definitely I would suggest flying. Yeah.
Flying and maybe like fly as a team and like kind of like those college players when they come down on the walkway.
Right. I
Yeah,
mean,
kind of like that. It'd be cool. It'd be fancy. I mean, that'd be cool to see that, right?
yeah. Now going back to like the strengths and the weaknesses, other than the travel, I think it's about
Yeah, away games are gonna be way tougher than home games.
right. I mean, and then we sometimes we lose our composure, right? Because we're fatigued, we're a little low on numbers.
Yeah,
We get in our
gotta
heads.
work on
Composure, right? It's
composure. Having to come to every practice,
right
not be
because
too tired, make sure you stay hydrated.
right athletically, we're great. I mean, we have great guys.
Athletically, we're
I mean,
great.
yeah, in coaching, I think that's really just the little things.
Well coached and well athletic. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's what you want. I think the only thing is just the fatigue at times and the travel. I think that's going to be the most
Yeah,
challenging.
but it just goes back to tying the loose ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, once you guys start growing and getting more popular, it'll become easier.
Yeah, it is. It is. But no, we got a lot to look forward to over
So
there.
definitely. So you guys used to be in the PAFL.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
we were to stay in the PAFL, we would have had a metropolitan opponent, the Warren Pirates, right?
Potentially yes.
That'd be the Metro rival, the
Yeah, right,
Youngstown Warren Metro rival.
right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that won't happen, but it's worth it. I think the TPFL is very competitive, so I think that'd be
It might
better.
happen in the near future. But
Maybe
you know,
that'd probably be a last game thing, like Ohio State and team up north,
right. Little battle of the bull there.
Battle of the Metro,
Yeah.
Battle of the Y-Town Warren Metro.
Hmm.
Yep.
Battle of 422, because that connects Niles and Warren,
I think that name's already
or like
taken.
Youngstown Warren.
Yeah, maybe.
Something. We'll have to get creative.
Maybe that. I know Niles and Jewar is called the Battle of 422, high school wise.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's
So
true.
yeah. Yes, I remember. Yes, you got Niles and Juard in that pathway.
Right.
Yeah. Let me tell you my story about football. I played football for 3 years in high school. I played at Niles McKinley. So for my sophomore, junior, and senior year, I was a defensive end.
Okay.
But it was hard. I mean, I don't feel like I had enough strength to be a D lineman. I had some size, but compare that to the other guys, like on the other team, I think I was just too small. So my
Is that
senior,
why you tried to transition to running back there when you came
yeah,
back?
my senior year, yeah.
Okay.
Because I do better with running a ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, I was.
Mm-hmm.
Because on my last game senior year, I was called out to make my first carry on the varsity game, took the handoff, and I ran 68 yards to the house.
Wow.
And I was surprised. Juard didn't try tackling me.
No?
No, defense didn't try tackling me.
You were
They
shaking
just,
them off, huh?
yeah, I was, but they, it was like I think this was a pre-planned thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I'm autistic and all of that. But even if they did try tackling me, I would have ran through. I would have ran, so. And I was told by my coach, if you see a hole, you take it. That's the running back. You keep that ball secure, and when you see a hole, you take it at full speed.
You see the green.
And when you see that green, you're gone.
Mm.
You're gone until you see that end zone. And that end zone can be different colors, too.
Yeah, for sure.
It was black and white, black and red and white. Yep. That was my end zone. That was what I was running towards. Yep, and I was the only 8 points in the game. Because I ended up getting a 2-point conversion after. Yep.
Nice.
And I was the lead scorer on the Niles. Yep, I was on the newspaper.
Where are you? Front page?
Front page, yep. Got interviewed by WKBN. I was on 21 as well with the run. Didn't get interviewed by 21, but 27 interviewed me. Yeah. So I'd be on 27, 62, and 33.
Nice.
It would have made, as they're all connected now.
Right.
So, yep. So I've been in that studio building.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah,
me too.
You been in there too?
It's very nice.
Yeah, I seen the place where the news people sit, where Lindsey Watson sits, and I sat in that white chair.
Yeah.
When I was in the tour, yeah.
We got to get you on the radio. We need to get you on like 1240. Yeah, Western Reserve Radio.
For the Owl's Nest.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that'd be good if I can go on there.
Yeah.
I think you can put the Owl's Nest on there, right? You can talk to them. I think Stravers is the headquarters, right? Definitely, I'd love to. I mean, I'd become a local celeb. I mean, host, a legend, you know. I'm already pretty popular right now. So preview of the next episode. So we have I did ask someone to be a special guest. It's still pending, but just keep an eye on my social media for a special guest. And we'll let you know whether he'll be able to make it. So the planned special guest who I asked is Chris Gumpher. He is the host of the Chris Gumpher Show. Amazing show. One of the top podcasts in the area. He's interviewed big time people. He's done it for years. I'm very young, so this will help me a lot. Give a shout out to Chris Gumpher. He's interviewed many different rappers. He's interviewed many sports personalities. He's interviewed so many people, and I'll give you a list. He's interviewed rappers T.I., Lil Scrappy, Young Jock, Ice Cube. He's interviewed those four. He's also interviewed Stephen A. Smith from ESPN. Oh, yeah. One of my favorites, even though when he talks trash about my boys, he is a good personality. He interviewed Drew Brees, Football Hall of Famer. He's interviewed so many different people. He's interviewed Donovan Mitchell from the Cavaliers. He's interviewed every player on the Cavs. Yep, so he does a lot of stuff in Cleveland as well, not just Youngstown. He does the high school sports. Yeah, he does like Youngstown Ursuline. He goes up to Cleveland and stuff like that. So what do you think about the Usher and Chris Brown concert series, the tour? They're doing an R&B tour, big time. Usher and Chris Brown are going to do it.
Oh, that's interesting. You know?
Yeah, two R&B bigs in the 2000s.
Yeah. I mean...
Usher with Yeah and DJ, and DJ Got Us Falling in Love. That's a good one. Yeah. Daddy's Home. Oh, that one's amazing.
I remember that song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Chris Brown would Run It, Give Me That, and Wall to Wall. There's a whole list of them. Chris Brown's doing it good today, too. Usher's Usher been doing this since the 90s.
No, I know.
Chris Brown
I've
started
been
in the
around since the
2000. Yeah,
90s.
but Usher didn't start getting really good into the 2000s. Like 04 is when he got to its peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, this will be it for today. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. I want to shout out my mom, Renee Williams, and both my grandmas, Dorothy Carvin Telshaw, and Sandra White Latimer. That's my Mimi's birthday, Sandra. Yep. Want to give them a shout out. Happy Mother's Day. You want to shout out your mom and your. Do you want to shout out?
Yeah. Give a shout out to my wife, Sarah Anarino. Raised two of our beautiful children. And then my mom, Tammy Anarino. So just shout out to those two right now.
Of course. Yes, of course. So see you guys in another video. We are sponsored by Mr. Rooter Plumbing of Youngstown and Niles Paint. We want to thank y'all for watching. And cut. So how do you end it?